Hello, everyone, and
monetize. Monetizing. 2 minutes. We have 2 minutes.
hello, everyone, and welcome to Rep RPGs.
Today's the day where we murder Matthew in an out of game.
Told you guys, he's a button pusher. Blood in the Bayou, our Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition live play. I said it all. I didn't. It wasn't Blood in the Vampire. It wasn't Bayou in the Blood. It was good.
First time for everything.
Is going to be a chaos episode. We're going to see where the players direct us with limited guidance, and I hope they burn down New Orleans. If we could get some fire in the chat, that'd be great. Look, you've got Tremere magic, you've got Oblivion magic, you've got Malkavian magic. Who knows what could happen in our world?
I get enough bodies, I can make something happen. But
yeah, it's true. You're gonna make a golem.
Oh god! Oh my god! I don't know what to get you for Christmas.
No,
shout out to Diablo 4.
No.
It's just cat and her golem.
We're off to a great start. I'm doing all of this on 3 sips of cider and no food for 12 hours. Nailing it.
Yeah.
Super fun for me. All right, cool.
Liz would have been a terrifying Tremere anyway.
Oh my god, she would have been.
I really do. Let us know in chat. I really do want to do an episode where it's like all your characters if you had been a different.
Oh, the what if? Oh, I'm on board for the what if episode. Let's go.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I said we could do whatever we wanted to tonight.
Not tonight.
Not tonight.
Emotionally not prepared.
I'm going to turn it over to Pixie to talk about the other greatness that's on Rep RPG.
Hello. Hi, I'm Pixie. So we have other greatness, in theory. Thank you, Discord. And Stream Elements is working tonight. Hallelujah! So, welcome to Rep RPG. We are a tabletop, RPG-focused, Twitch actual play, just for fun, having a good time. And, our current regular shows we change our lineup regularly based on the scheduling needs of the players and the DMs and life, and the fact that most of us work in the theme park industry where we have no control over our lives, and the rest of us work in other jobs where you have no control over your lives, and it's super fun. Anyway, but as of right now, our lineup is Friday nights. We are at Adventures in Altensia, which is a third-party only game set in Cody's homebrew world of Altensia. The rules are D&D 5e, but the classes and races are not Wizards of the Coast. They're extra fun stuff. As you can see, Tuesdays we have Vampire the Masquerade right now, and in theory, although Matthew is the only one who has answered, we're going to be heading back into Endless Wonder soon. We took an accidental summer break. We're going to be moving it to Mondays instead of the Wednesdays it was on. Eventually, I hope. So, other than that, we are just, we're making dice to make ends meet. We're going to be at QuestCon here in Orlando at the end of September. And that's what you missed on Glee.
We'll start the introductions with you. To keep it in your wheelhouse.
I just talked so much.
I know. Now, who are you and what do you do and who will we be playing tonight?
Like all the things at once. Got it. Hi, I'm Pixie. You can find me everywhere on the internet at @ChaosPixieMagic. That's not how you do it. I will not. Has it been 2 minutes? Fuck you. Thanks.
Valid.
Yeah. I am one half of the resident dice making and show running team here. I'm about to start streaming again, thank God, on my own channel, pushing through to finish my book, hopefully in time for my birthday later this month, to just be done with it. Because I like the poetry of, I published the first one on my birthday, I'd like to finish the last one. I've had many end dates in mind, I've missed all of them. Maybe this time I'll hit it. And who knows. But I also am... That's all I'm doing. That's all I got right now. I'm working on one project. It is Survive.
Life.
Welcome. Next.
Who would you like to?
Oh, fucking! I'm playing Siren. She is never done anything wrong in her entire life, except for that she does everything wrong always. Just not for the reasons any of you think. So like the things you guys think she did right are the things she thinks she did wrong, and vice versa. Yeah. She is masquerading, hey, as a Toreador, but she is actually part of a heretical illegal bloodline called the Daughters of the Cacophony. Hiding in plain sight in the city. Yay.
Masquerade and masquerade. Who would you like to turn the introductions over to tonight?
Oh. Alright, you guys fight over this. I'd like to turn myself over to whoever thinks, specifically the person who thinks that they are the most emotionally traumatized at the table.
I'm Kat.
I was waiting for the fight! I was
That's a toss-up.
I know.
Traumatized in and out of character. Hello. I am here, obviously playing vampires. I also pop in here and out with different games. They text me about 10 minutes for every game, say you want to play it. I'm like, yeah, sure, and I'm there. I'm also of our Indigo Chameleon on Sundays and Mondays. Sundays we play D&D, and Mondays where I run my Vampire the Masquerade game, where they're currently trying to take down the Hikata. Fine, everything is great and nothing can go wrong, actually. And Ryan's character is very quickly becoming ghouling more animals than I have, so now it's a competition in this household, obviously.
I see you. Okay.
It's a competition now. You can also check me out on Marquee Artery Productions on Instagram, where I do interactive horror. And I'm playing Liz, who is your resident gang girl in Scourge in New Orleans, and definitely not starting or restarting a blood cult. No. Never in her life. She would never do that, and never would trick her friends into doing a gala to raise the money for the blood cult. That's not something she would do. Or she wouldn't kill a priest either.
I mean,
she didn't kill a priest.
Sanctuary in mind, you know.
She ordered someone else to kill the priest. It's not her fault they didn't follow through.
You know what? I didn't kill a priest, and I can say that honestly.
We'll see how the night goes.
I'm gonna turn this over. I'm gonna turn this over to the person who has the cutest ghouls.
I'm the only one left that has more than one, so by default I win.
Yeah, no, Ryan is terrifying. She's like a hairless chihuahua. Like one of those
yeah.
Sweet girl. Nothing cute about that. No.
My name's Matthew, and I'm here. That's it. You can find me here. I'm always here. Look behind you. I'm here.
I've been here the whole time.
Yeah. And I am playing Jace, the Tremere, who is the cause of all of our problems. I'm just kidding. He's done nothing wrong ever. And none of you can convince me otherwise.
We'll get on a plane to California.
Scientifically speaking,
bring it.
It was all an experiment.
And I do have the cutest schools. And that's it, really.
So we have Sarah and Samantha.
Uh-huh.
Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite and why? See, this is why I shouldn't name them Sarah and Samantha and Sally Joe.
So honestly, probably Samantha.
Yeah?
I really like Sarah, but Samantha is like already taking advantage of old men for their money, and I just gotta respect that. So, you know, and I think she was a little bit more chill about becoming a ghoul than Sarah was. So, for now, you know. And yeah, I'm gonna pass it off to to the character that has had the most successful romantic relationship in this group. She had a 15-year marriage.
Going to kill you. I'm Megan, and I'm playing Jem, the Malkavian, who is showing remarkable restraint at the moment. Yeah. Back to you in the studio.
And I'm Sway. I'm here on Twitch as Sway Spooky. And you can find me when I'm conscious and able to not suffer from exhaustion and fatigue because of my schedule. You can find me on my channel doing a variety of either cozy, spooky games or indie horrors. And pretty much...
Hi!
Hello!
Hello, Eldritch Author! TikTok mutual, what's
I like
up?
this.
How you doing, buddy?
We're always fans of
Hi! Where's my shout out? Hang on, let me get there first!
It did it automatically.
Fuck! Never mind, I won't do it then.
No, Matt did it.
Hi, how was your stream? There.
There you go.
Hope your stream was good. You're catching us right at the beginning of ours, and
Yeah.
we have 0 plans for tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be chaos. So welcome on, Raiders. We appreciate you. We just got done with our intro, but you can find a variety of games on a variety of days here at Rep RPG. Welcome on in. Thank you for your support, Eldritch Author. We appreciate you. With that, we're going to turn it over to our coterie. Now, for convenience sake, I'm going to start the party at the tavern. A la every good story ever. So we're gonna kick you guys off at the bar. New Orleans tonight is starting to become warm for the first time in what feels like a while. It's a warmth that you see because you can't really feel it, but radiated on the skin and sweat and perspiration of every mortal around you. But to you, every day, well, sorry, every night, every day is really hot. Every night is the same temperature for you all. But there is an excitement in the air of New Orleans tonight. It was finally starting to warm up. Clothes are coming off, drinks are being poured, and New Orleans, especially this part of New Orleans, is starting to reawaken a little bit. And as you guys find yourselves in La Save, the energy here always fun, friendly, safe. For the most part, pretty calm. I turn it over to you guys. What do we see everyone Jim, do you have any drinks made for the party?
For the party?
Yeah, your special drinks.
Is there a party right now?
No, like
You mean the
Well, what's the
adventuring
coterie?
party? There we go. Gotta clarify, we throw so many parties at this goddamn bar.
And they're banger.
They're all
They're
dangerous.
bangers.
They're all bangers.
Bangers.
They're all
Oh
good.
God, did I forget to plan something?
Certified bangers.
The
No,
night is
we are just-
Halloween take 2.
Oh god, you know that there's an episode of Modern Family where legitimately they all show up and they all think it's for an event. It's someone's birthday, it's an anniversary, and no, they're just so used to all showing up that they kind of accidentally gathered for an event. I feel like that happens at Sav every now and then. Is like, is there not a riot here tonight? Is there not like a sock hop, a something, a disco?
Something?
Are plots currently not happening at the bar?
Unnerving.
That means
like
that there's
you
a
hit
party,
stuff.
right?
The
Just chill?
party is the plot. Every time. What if we had a plotless party? Oh yeah, did we skip Christmas? That's a
I
good
think
question.
we've had one.
We skipped
Yeah, we
Christmas
did.
completely.
Okay,
Yes.
that's
What,
fine.
this year?
Yeah,
Because the last
yeah.
party was Halloween, and just now you said it's starting to
And
get
now
warm,
it's
so
warm.
we've missed months.
That's true. I was trying to keep us like kind of
but
a
it's
couple months
also-
behind our seasons.
Nope, it's
and
not
I-
gonna
also
happen.
New Orleans.
We spent
so,
a month
like,
doing Halloween night. It's not. We're
It's
not going to
true.
catch up. It's fine. We might as well wait for the
True.
year to lap us again, and for it to be real October, and
True.
then we'll be fine.
It's nice, cool.
There you go.
Listen, man, it's New Orleans.
It can
it's
get hot
warm in
again. It's-
November.
Look.
Yeah.
Look.
It is.
Time frames of a game that happened in our world 3
November
years ago is real fucking weird. I'm like, when are we getting into 2020? Like, when are we getting post-COVID time
Well, we
split?
discussed that there was a Malkavian who predicted it, so it never happened.
Yeah.
in this time- in this world.
Kindred
Yeah.
aren't gonna let their
Stock go to
Supply
waste. Yeah.
go
No.
go to back to a plague ever
No,
again.
No.
No.
Thank you.
Good.
Yeah,
Lived through
my little
that.
plague rats of New Orleans. You guys are sitting around the table up top. Who wants to kick us off tonight?
No. I
Okay.
I will say, Gem is because it's gotten warmer for Christmas.
Warmer for Christmas.
Yeah.
Right. That we've
Christmas in July.
There's a new distillery that's opened,
Ooh.
so we're like trying out some new batch whiskey and bourbon.
Oh, I like it.
Hell
Yeah, because it's. I mean, come on. When it gets warm in Louisiana, you just
Like
need to be
Christmas.
drinking something brown out of a low ball. That's it.
Amen.
Valid. I will have Sarah and Samantha with me.
Okay.
To introduce her to the group. To introduce them to the group. So I think like after a couple of minutes of us like kind of just chilling upstairs, Sarah and I'll have gotten a text from Sarah and Samantha, in our little fam group chat.
Mhm.
And I'll tell him to come upstairs.
Follow the orange cat. He will lead the way.
Yeah. So guys, any second now they'll be coming upstairs, but I know that you guys like saw them at the party, but Sarah and Samantha are gonna be here. So don't kill them, I guess.
Okay.
Got it.
I didn't kill Sarah the last time I saw her after the party. Why would I do it now?
I don't know, but like I feel like that's a thing that kindred are supposed to tell other kindred. Don't kill my ghouls.
I
or
feel like
whatever
we
the fuck.
shouldn't have
Fair.
to tell each other that.
Don't kill the one I
honestly.
don't
Like
know.
that
No, but it
feels.
just-
Sarah.
It feels like it's not like an I have to tell you guys thing. It's just a I need to get into the habit
This
of
is
telling
protocol.
other kindred thing. Yeah.
This is protocol. Got it. Understood. I got you. I'm on the same page. Now.
I just gotta get used
My
to
guy,
it.
you tell me
How's
it's a
it-
social protocol. I'm on board. I hate it.
Cool
But I
How's
get
it-
it.
protocol 6-6.
How's it going, by the way?
Oh, they're great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is this
yeah,
better
they're-
than the first time?
Absolutely. They slapped him and then told him to forget it, and he did. So
Oh, that's awesome! She just gives Chase a hug.
he
I
will,
love this
he will
for you.
gladly accept it.
Aw.
And then you watch him like have a second where he realizes, oh, I need to check and see what it is that Oscar can do. And then he just puts that away for later.
Put a pin in it. All the way over here.
Bottom's like a good little sub. What do you want?
And then yeah, I'll kind of see Sarah and Samantha out of the
Yeah.
corner of my eye and kind of motion them over.
They both kind of just awkwardly wave. Like, there's this like twin aesthetic that they've kind of just like adopted. Like,
I love that.
like the immediate like we're girlfriends now. And you get the impression like they both had lives that they didn't really get to have friends with, and now like there's this immediate like sisterhood bond that they have to share, and
Blood pact.
yeah, they're
Literally.
kind of rubbing off on each other a little bit.
Jim
cute.
goes over and gives them
Cute.
both a hug.
Go ahead.
No, go.
They both kind of, I don't want to say rigidly, but they both give you a hug back, but like getting a hug by somebody I don't know also could kill me.
Hi, I'm Auntie Gem. It's so nice to meet you.
This is Jem. This is also the coterie. I told you guys about how we had our little kindred group that most kindred don't have here in New Orleans, but we're special. So yeah, this is them. That's Jem, and then this is Liz and Siren. Sarah, I think you met Siren after the party. I know both of you saw Siren at the party as another person, but I think Sarah, you like met her.
Yeah, she came over.
She gives the chin.
She just kind of like gives you the the nod back, get the chin up, nod down. And Liz,
Ma'am.
Samantha gives you the finger guns back.
Good.
Yeah, I just kind of wanted you guys to kind of be officially introduced to them. If they need anything, tell them no. I'm kidding.
No, you're right. You're correct.
Probably do what they ask, but like if it seems weird, text me.
kind of like have already received the debrief of like, this is our cue card of like, okay, if it's for something that sounds like this, no.
The checklist.
The checklist, yeah.
Have I had an opportunity in their ghoul school training to explain to them who the different clans are?
Yeah, we could say if you'd like to have done that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just to give them kind of a rundown on the generic clans that they're going to run into here in New Orleans. I'm not going to go into like deep. These are all of the Anarch clans that you won't run into.
Did you tell them?
Yeah.
Did you tell them, as you would have known to, that Siren is a Toreador?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Just making sure. I was like, listen.
I'm not,
yeah.
No, I like the things that he would have kept hidden is the Daughter of the Cacophony thing, the fact that Liz has
chaos
Samichi in, like that she has Samichi powers. Would have not talked about that.
Gangrel powers.
I mean, it's a Gangrel has it.
Are they?
And she just uses them like a Zamichi.
I just took the spooky path instead of the animal path. That's just how that works.
And I don't think he would have really had to hide anything about Jem. He would have mentioned that Jem was the prince's daughter, but so to like be extra nice to her, but not like weirdly extra nice.
Don't make it awkward, but like, don't be a bitch.
Yeah. But like, don't be an asshole, you know? We're just kind of gonna be chilling tonight, I think, unless something comes up. So if you guys
seems to come up.
Yeah. But if you guys want to hang out at the bar, you can start a tab. Don't run up my tab, but you can put it on mine.
No. It's on the house. I'll go get you guys straight. She just sort of runs downstairs. And tells Ryan that the two girls are comped for the night.
Do you tell Ryan that they are like her?
Yeah. But not as cool.
Ryan is cool. Like I want to see Ryan throw somebody, like another construction guy. Like I want to see him like throw him through a wall.
Well, we got to get around some construction guys.
We just need to redo the bar again.
Take the grass out, put the hardwood back.
Well, it is starting to get warm.
For a couple weeks, and then we got
just for a couple
weeks. You take the ceiling out, but instead of if you add a glass ceiling, you have to like clean it. So there's just no ceiling.
No, I know what we need to do to the bar. We need to put the fake snow machines in it for Christmas.
Please,
like at that one Christmas bar in Orlando.
Not the Snope, because it's shitty and it'll get over the glasses, but there's professional grade fake snow that is not sudsy. I want one for my house, please. By the way, my birthday's coming up. Please buy me a snow machine.
It's not hygienic.
You might know a Tremere that could do with some ice creation magic and snow creation.
Just put it over the dance floor. You don't need to put it over the bar.
Lizzo.
That's why at the Orlando one they had it just in that random side area.
I'll think about it.
You don't need the dance floor to be hygienic. What fucking dance floor is hygienic? Come on.
God, hopefully none of them. You can eat off that floor. Okay.
We need to fix that. If that's the case,
nothing about Jeff.
If that's the case, we need to throw another party.
I'll think about it.
Love this.
But yeah, so Sarah and Samantha, have you told the girls who, or have you told the ghouls who their ghouls are? Like, would she know Ryan is a ghoul?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, nobody has like secret ghouls that I need to keep on the DL. Yeah. So yeah, I will have mentioned all of the ghouls that I know about.
Like everything else is
I
pretty
don't
known.
necessarily know about all of Liz's animals.
Well, that's
Jace
the thing.
just
like,
kind of assumes that Liz has secret animal ghouls that aren't ever around.
Just if there's animals around, we assume they are
It's-
ghouls. Like,
yeah, it's just it's not so much like she hasn't told you. Like you just don't care to learn all of them.
someday
That's
some
not
stray
true.
someday some stray dog is gonna come to the back alley so often that we're gonna assume it's one of hers and just start talking to it like it is. And she will
That's the
know
thing.
like that's the vibe.
That's the thing is like
No,
I
that's
assume
We can't
that,
keep track.
I assume that at the shelter there are extra ghouls that just stay at the shelter. I
I've got-
assume that like
I've got 2
that,
cats, 3 dogs, a bit of 2 birds.
and Jace can't wrap his brain around the fact that that's it. He assumes that there's more.
And
So
the third
he'll-
dog doesn't go out of the house. His name's Banjo. He's an old dog with 3 legs. He chills
I was like,
out
I didn't know
there.
that. Oh, that's right. Yeah,
You made
Banjo.
I
it.
forgot about
You
That's
flesh
right,
crafted him a
Banjo.
new leg, remember?
Yeah,
You flesh crafted him a leg.
he flesh crafted him a leg.
Disgusting.
He was the sad boy for the gala.
Yeah.
He-
But yeah, he'll
He's
have
just a
forgot about
dog. He's
Banjo.
just chilling.
Yeah.
he'll have told the girls about all of the different ghouls.
Fred will jump up on Samantha's lap.
To establish dominance.
yeah.
As the
Samantha
most
just
important
sits
ghoul
there
this
and-
far, and the manager. He has
Valid.
to assert his dominance.
Now they can both do Eyes of the Beast, right? No,
Nope.
no. Samantha can do Eyes of the Beast.
Nope. They can both do cloud memory.
Oh, that's right.
Yep. They can both do cloud memory. It's just
Liz's
that
Liz's
has
can do
eyes at least.
Eyes of
Yes.
the Beast. Yeah, okay.
the only
Actually,
difference
Fred
between the
can do
two
flesh crafting. I
gross. The only difference between the two is that Sarah got an
does.
extra dot in charisma, and no, sorry, other way around. Sarah got wits. Samantha got charisma.
That really tracks for Samantha.
Yeah.
Feeling like a little bit more of a badass now.
Yes.
Sarah's still kind of just stoic. It's fine.
Yep.
And she, Samantha just kind of like pets Fred.
Wonderful. It's all he wanted. For attention.
So
I'm not at
you,
the bar often enough.
so Samantha goes. So you're Auntie Jem.
Mhm.
So is that? Are you related? Are you as old as Auntie Ira?
Oh
Um,
yeah.
I don't know, Auntie Ira.
Iris.
Oh! No.
Yeah, apparently like her new name is Iris.
Yeah. No, I'm not. No.
No, actually, the 3 of us, and he will indicate to the 3, got turned on the same night.
Yeah.
Liz has been around a bit longer, but the 3 of us all kind of got turned in the same weird ceremony, where we were told that we could either become kindred or die. And then we were told that 6 months later we might die anyway. So,
Mhm.
Hey, look, one of you did.
listen, man. Yeah, but not 6 months later.
No, no. And Sarah goes, so so you got put into a sacrificial blood cult, and
Mhm.
you got superpowers out of it.
Not. I mean.
Yeah, we did all get
Yeah.
superpowers, to be
Really a
fair.
cult though.
A secret organization?
That's more accurate. Because there are cults within the kindred. This
Yeah.
isn't one of them.
No.
It's a
We're not in a
cultery.
cult.
It's a
Little does
cultery.
he know.
Liz's brain is
Culture.
going yet.
Yes. Jace's
Like-
brain is also going, yet.
Yes.
Jem's
like,
brain
we
is
all got
going.
turned recently and was like 1917, baby.
Siren's brain is just loud rock music.
Literally, all the time.
Yeah.
This is her first time out of the house since the party, by the way. Like, this is the first time she has deigned to show up, and it was genuinely just because we were told we were meeting the new kids. I would say we should probably meet the... Okay, fine. Like, but she is still, like, farthest chair away from the group, has blush of life, is just, like, drinking. And, like, eating waffle fries or whatever, some shit like fatty fucking cheap food.
I
like,
also
Cheese curds.
no, it's no. I know what she's eating. She's
also
eating.
want
She's
waffle
eating my
fries.
favorite thing from the truck stop that was the best restaurant in my college town. I'm kidding. Not even kidding. Like it was. They were called Mobo fries. They were giant steak fries, smothered in cheese that you dip in ranch and bacon bits you dip in ranch. And they were spectacular. And that's what she's eating.
Pixie, you can't look like that and talk like that right now. You need to calm down.
Also, there was gambling
This
there. I
episode
don't know.
fucks
Like,
me.
that's
If we were I would have invited Jason if we were like
Yeah, if you guys want
share
to
the new
bring,
kids.
I don't know.
If Jason
Would
come.
Siren have reached out?
She is not
to
reaching out
Gore?
at all.
Okay.
She is
That was fine.
as a matter of fact, she is. It's why she didn't talk to Sarah. She is not. She just chin nod. She is simply keeping her promise, which was, until I need you, you get to decide how much I'm involved in your life. And she is choosing actively to not cross that boundary.
Yeah.
Would any of the rest of us been told by Siren what's going on with her and Corey or
Nope.
no?
Okay. Because that's, as far as she's concerned, she did her job. He knows what to do and what not to do, and that's it. Like,
yeah, for sure.
He had a one-night ghoul school. It was very intense and traumatizing for both of them in different ways. And that was it. And she locked herself in a room for 4 days. Like,
valid. Follow-up question.
Yeah.
Would Sarah have mentioned anything about that night to Jace? He would not have asked.
No, if you were to bring up the coterie, like, because assuming like, hey, we're gonna let you meet the coterie, you know, oh, well, who are these? And now they finally been able to put what you've told them to faces. And then you know you can see the recognition of like, oh, you guys were at the party. Oh, okay. Sarah would have said that Siren was intense.
And he would have just nodded.
Yeah.
I've
right.
met the
that
woman.
girl is intense.
We all can be sometimes.
Never mind.
But yeah, nothing like extended like anything that was really said. It was just more along like, I got what I expected. I got a vampire who will eat me if I fuck up.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Which isn't the worst place for a ghoul to be in. Like, give it a month, they'll all be like y'all's best friends. But
yeah,
you know, the first night or two.
yeah, that's fine.
So I would have invited Jason, me, everyone as well. Jason, in the past, however long it's been, has become my main source of feeding. Because I've been busy, so he has become my snack pack whenever I
do you scare him? How does that work?
Yes.
You just terrify this man and then feed from him.
Consensually.
It's okay.
It's just jump scares.
He's just used to it. You just keep popping out. Like,
and then one time you pop out and he's like, okay, I guess it's time to feed. And you're like, nope, not this time.
I really want to hit the button. I really want to do the voice change. It's like, you know, Liz pops out. It's time for dinner. just be like, excuse me?
Demons, it's me, your boy.
It's me, your boy.
D-Maw?
Scourge of New Orleans.
Yeah.
And Jason is the bodyguard to Corey, which is Siren.
I also make it very clear, I never take him away from his job if he's actually doing. I told him like, if you're working, just tell me you're working. Because that's important.
He would have told you that he's not going to be needed out of the house for a little bit. So he's kind of like, hey, look, I'm free for a couple days, I guess. I'm not really going to be needed, so. And he just shoots on over, probably about the same time the other ghouls do. It's crazy how that works.
Oh, crazy.
Wild.
And yeah, he just comes up, kind of like waves and like kind of looks for a spot to sit. And with all of you up there, like there's not enough room at this point to like sit. So he kind of like leans against the wall and puts his.
Liz would stand up.
He looks at you and just like leans against the wall.
Sit.
And he puts his foot back down and starts walking to the seat and sits down.
Jem is getting drinks for everybody. She's gone full like grandma. Kids are visiting mode.
I love it.
Yeah.
And this is Jason. You guys also saw him before I.
Hi. He gets a hug.
He kind of like stands up. Like by the time you're over there, he's like halfway up. He kind of like hugs you. So Auntie Jem. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad that's catching on.
Me too.
Hey, give it a couple hundred years. They'll think you're a magical being as well.
Yeah. She goes and gets everybody drinks.
This is Jace. I don't think you know Samantha, but you know Sarah. You guys work together. Yes.
Yeah.
Names.
And like Jem will pop her head back upstairs. Siren, is your guy coming?
Don't see why I would. I didn't invite him.
Oh, okay. And she just goes back downstairs.
Is everything okay with Corey?
It's okay as it could be.
Jason looks, or yeah, Jason.
Oh, not me.
Yeah,
You were not asking me. I'm so sorry.
No, I was asking
Oh,
you.
okay.
Yeah.
I didn't same answer, Your Honor. As good as it could be, I suppose. He's doing his job.
Okay.
Fair enough.
She comes back up and brings Ryan with her. And this is Ryan.
Hi, Ryan.
And Samantha like goes to stand up, but she's got Fred on her lap and therefore is incapable of moving.
Yeah.
So her just kind of like reaches over and shakes Ryan's hand, and you see Ryan like shake everybody's hand, and you catch it, Jem. But if anybody else would like to catch it, you can make a roll for it. But you see her like 1, 2, 3. Like she's not saying it, but you can just barely get the perception of like she's counting fucking handshakes.
Yep. Wow.
And you've noticed this. It's never the same thing. It's never consistent. It's just something will pop in her head that she needs to be like focused on in that moment. So, all right, yeah, Jace would pick up on it.
Yeah,
Not gonna say anything.
Yeah, you'd pick up on it.
She kind of exhales a little bit. Does anybody need anything? Everyone's okay? Anyone want food?
And so Ryan is going to take the very similar posture to what Jason wanted to do, but kind of like lean up against the wall. Actually, if you could get me some nachos, that'd be great. Since I'm not down there anymore working and I don't have to make them.
She just kind of looks at her for a moment and is like, you know what? It's family dinner. We're all getting to know each other. That's totally fine.
No, Ryan like runs in front of you like she's not gonna let you go down and make her fucking nachos.
I was kidding.
She's like, I'm sorry.
I make good nachos. What the fuck? You put
God, I miss
you put
nachos.
ghost peppers in one time. You know what I mean?
Nachos sound so good.
I'll make nachos. She goes downstairs.
You get halfway down and Ryan just like, no,
I'm
go up there.
I'm making them nachos. You can make your own nachos. Ah!
Are you gonna go make nachos?
Yes.
Or she's gonna walk away like, well, good. I like yours better anyways. And
We'll
she
just
just
throw
walks back
jalapenos
upstairs.
at each other.
Will
It's
I bless your
amazing.
life to eat these nachos? Absolutely, I will.
Like, fuck yeah, I will. So,
What's up? It's been a while. How's everyone?
Been a while.
Good. I've been dealing with ghoul school. But Sarah and Samantha are quick learners.
Good.
So how does it been with you and Jason? And he'll kind of look to Jason and you both to like
He's like, no,
answer the
it's good.
question. Okay.
It's good. It's real good.
Well, you can't pause in the middle of a sentence and not expect me to ask a follow-up question.
I am very aware of the fact that my mouth sometimes just goes whoo, and I should not let it do that. So
You can let it do that up here. It's fine.
she's scary as fuck, man. She is
Yeah.
scary as fuck. You seem cool.
Yeah, has she pulled a bat out of her arm yet?
A fucking what?
You'll see.
What?
They say what speech?
She just reaches up her sleeve. She's wearing a long sleeve, and a bat comes out.
Fucking oh god.
Magic trick.
Look, so I don't know. I don't want to like kink shame none of y'all, but since we're speaking freely, I can get away with it. Why y'all gotta be so mean to actually feed? Why is it so?
Stress me.
It's
Fucking-
yeah. I'm not mean. Most of the time, I
she
tell people fortunes.
pounces. She pounces. You're walking around, you think everything's fine, and then you hear like a screech, and you look, and you're already down.
I don't know, Jason. Why do you get excited about it after?
Because it's scary. It's like riding a roller coaster. You know.
I don't think most people get hard-ons after roller coasters, but that's just me, I guess.
It's about the time I
adrenaline,
come up
man.
with like,
Quietly, Siren starts Googling that. She's not actually participating in
I
the
know, like,
conversation, but
dude.
she's listening, and she's like,
Do you get one?
I'm walking up with like a pizza tray full of nachos,
Oh hell yeah!
like
Oh
a
my god.
yeah, like a tire hub of nachos.
Yeah,
Just put them
and
down.
all the ghouls are just like they want to dig in.
Good.
And I want fucking
Liz and
nachos
Jace's
waffle fries.
jaws unhinge.
Are
so
we
that
talking
can-
about how sometimes? Are we talking about how sometimes it feels like a roller coaster? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. See, he gets it. Aw, I like you.
Yeah, I think each of us kind of feed differently. I just kind of tell people's fortunes and then get a little snack in return.
Get a little snack.
Sometimes I just get a snack though.
A long time ago, you said you were gonna read my cards, and you never did. But also, you don't get the snack part from me.
Yeah, I don't want a snack from you. That's like dangerous. I've done that once.
Jace, roll a roll me a willpower.
Oh,
A
no.
willpower?
For
I-
what?
I do want to feed on you.
I haven't really thought about it, you know, in conversation, you know.
Just thinking about it.
Do
I was
you,
thinking about it.
do willpower checks also need to happen like with hunger dice, or is it just a flat roll?
No,
Okay.
willpower is just
Okay, because I don't know the last time I've rolled a willpower check.
For as many buttons as you push, they're almost like immediate responses and repercussions, and less like long drawn out like concentration checks. What'd you get?
-1.
There's you say
Think
that.
about
Like,
it.
you say those words and they come out like naturally, like, no, I don't want your snack. And then you're like, oh man, she's older than me though.
Listen, so it has crossed his mind. What would happen if he were to Diablerize each person he knows?
Are you Batman in this group?
What the
Are you
fuck, bro?
fucking Batman in this group?
no, all of us have
More
thought,
like-
okay, if the apocalypse was coming, which of my friends would I be willing to kill if they turned into a zombie, and which ones would I not? Like, we've all had that thought, okay?
Fully
No,
saying
the
no. we have not
studious
all.
guy has a
No.
battle plan against
No,
you
it's
all.
not. So the thing is, it's not that he's planned out how he would do it. It's
Uh-huh.
that now that he's done it once and he's realized that he gets a power because of it, he's like tried to think of what special things he would get for Diablerizing each person.
So that
So
was
for
his
those of
gateway
you-
diablerie. Got
Yeah.
it.
For those of you at home who are keeping track, so he's gotten a taste for diablerie and maybe wants to do it some more. Told someone to speak when they're spoken to. We got 3 more steps before he becomes full Addison. I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
No.
Never go
Start
full
marking your bingo
Addison!
cards.
Never go full Addison. Oh.
But no, he definitely has like he has, especially Liz, because she is older and she has, I think he knows that she's Diablerized somebody before, right? Or is that just because
I told you.
I think
no,
it's
but I
come
think
up.
that there was some time whenever figuring out people's powers.
I think you
was
sensed it or
happening.
something, and you could
Yeah,
tell
that
that
I
she
was
was
like-
stronger than she was supposed to be.
I think that's what
That
it
was
was.
the Oblivion part, yeah.
Yeah, that you just seemed a little bit. Yeah, you seemed a little bit stronger than you should have been.
Yeah.
Which, like, obviously he doesn't know if that means Diablerizing once, Diablerizing none, Diablerizing 20 times. He doesn't know.
Well, and it's really only higher generations that really, like, you could take the powers, but it's not so much like a fight. Like, if you did a higher generation, they have a chance of taking over your body. but you get more of their power.
Yeah.
But if you, hey, look, you wanted to feed on your coterie, you don't have to worry about them trying to take over your body.
So he's definitely thought about it, but he is doing his best to keep it on the DL.
Okay.
This is the moment where you say, I wouldn't want that, and Liz squints a little bit, and I don't believe a single word.
I just like
said.
Casually cast sense emotions at the wrong time someday. It's like he seems hungry, but not for food. What's going on?
All of you just start cackling as I say that. All just simultaneously.
Jem is blithely oblivious. She would never suspect that her friend would want to eat her. Oh, this poor fool.
Doesn't want to. It's just
He's
thought
poor.
about it.
He's not gonna do it. Thinking about
Just think about it.
Think about it.
Yeah.
I did.
I did it. I was like,
If anyone kills me, please let it be Jay, so he can have weird vampire power.
I don't think the rest. I think he's the only one that would have a chance.
It depends on what happens. I bet in certain situations Liz would let either of the two of you do it.
Yeah.
She might let you, is the way that you would do it. You would not win it in a fight.
No.
But
No.
but there might
No,
be a
like,
situation where Liz is like,
there's-
no, go for it.
So I always imagine like Siren is like the tactician. Like she's more like Iron Man plus Hawkeye, where Liz is more like the Hulk plus Wolverine.
Mhm.
Like,
Yes!
like Hulk
that's
Wolverine
actually
over here. Just
accurate.
like, yeah.
Weirdly.
Or maybe like maybe the Thing from the Fantastic Four and Wolverine. Like it's not so much the anger like
Yeah.
makes her more powerful. She's like, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. It's clobbering time.
Juggernaut and Wolverine.
Yeah, there you go.
yeah,
there you go.
yeah.
Juggernaut.
And
Juggernaut
Jason's
is
full on
a far
Doctor
better
Strange.
choice. Yeah.
And I'm
Fair.
that one time Ashley Johnson played a waitress that gets interviewed outside at the end of Avengers.
Wrong. Lies. No.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Fuck you, I'm Ashley Johnson. I'm adorable.
But not
I
that
look
version
really
of Ashley
cute.
Johnson.
I look really what? I look really cute in a little waitress outfit. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but you also are a badass, so give us a
Am I?
crit roll character at
Yes.
least. Come
We're gonna
on.
go Pike.
Yes.
What do I do? I don't
Ashley Johnson dressed as Spike.
Ashley Johnson.
Just
I'm
like-
Ashley Johnson in cosplay.
Ashley Johnson in the opening credits when they film the whole thing. That's it.
There you go. Yeah.
And at this
Yeah.
point, you notice that Sarah and Samantha and Jason's eyes are just kind of glazed over, staring at the wall, almost like they're not being utilized by the film. They've entered their in peace.
They're high-
Did you just give them idle actions, storyteller? For fuck's sake.
It's like the animatronics are finally just on that. It's like while the characters are having their own adventure.
Oh no, speaking of someone who works in
I
theme
hate
parks,
it.
the animatronics never just power down. If they do, shit's about to get real haunted. So like, no.
This is true.
No.
I've unfortunately played Five Nights at Freddy's now.
The moment that becomes theme park accurate, I'm burning this entire city to the ground.
I'll help you. I will join this
I'll
crusade.
watch. Anyway, we're playing a vampire game.
So we all have food, we all have drinks.
hmm
Siren, you've been uncharacteristically quiet.
Before we
Okay.
got completely derailed, the girls had asked, or Matthew was going to bring up Auntie Ira with being Iris.
Oh
And then
yeah.
Jason showed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sarah had some like photos. I haven't really had an opportunity to look through them yet. But apparently, I mean, like, we all know that Iris has been around for a long time. But
You see Sarah go.
I was gonna introduce them to Iris, partially because I feel like that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to introduce the little ones to your senior, but also because they kind of knew about Iris. They were like, is that lady that runs the witch store Kindred? I was like,
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
to be that old, and
Really?
Sarah, like, you see her, like, kind of stoic form, just go, like, straight nerd again. Like, no, look, to be that old, there's only a couple things you could be. You could be a god, possibly a demigod, depending on who you're talking. And then, like, one of you guys. And then you guys existed. I didn't have to think God. I was like, oh, this makes sense.
That's so cool. You have pictures?
Jace, would you have told them about the masquerade?
Yes.
Okay.
In so much that, like, I think what he would have told them, I think Jace would have told them two things. First, what the actual definition of the masquerade is as per the Camarilla.
Yeah. And
then second, what the practical use of the masquerade is, which is not the textbook version.
Yeah.
His version of the practical use of it is people can't find out, and if they do, they gotta go.
And
not
which is
necessarily.
Exactly what Siren really piped home on with the masquerade when she's talking to Sarah about it the first night. She's like, "And we'll just kill you all." Like that was a very like. You at least gave her some like context.
Yeah, but I think that's what he would have kind of driven home more as the useful part of the masquerade is like not necessarily you are not allowed for anybody to find out. It's just that if people find out, you need to find out that they found out first, and then you need to kill them.
So Sarah then looks at you and goes, yeah, I know what you're worried about. But like these are just like family photos that have just been kind of passed down. It's not like in the newspaper."
Oh, yeah, they're good. That's awesome.
Sarah just kind of like freaks out a little bit, like looks like she's freaking like, "Oh, great, I'm gonna die day 2.
You're not gonna die. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. You're good. I promise.
No, it's just, in Jem, you're from here. Old, weird folk tales about old ladies in the city.
If you had any connections with groups in New Orleans that like their family's family had been here, and like especially if you had any like friends that were African American with like deep roots in New Orleans, you may have heard kind of like almost like Baba Yaga stories of like do what you're supposed to or Auntie Ira is going to get you. But at the same time of like, well, what did you do to piss Auntie Ira off? Like you're supposed to not she's good, she'll give you blessings and boons, but only the people that she deems worthy. And there's like a lot of people, talk about whether or not it's kind of like a weigh your heart versus the weight of a feather kind of deal. Like how does she judge who's worthy? She's not a god. And then almost borderline like the concept of like the Loa, where it's like, but like people have seen Auntie Ira, where people before, like you had physical evidence where before it was visions and blessings and boons and like Auntie Ira has this concept that she's realer than real. She's not just this energy that permeates. She's a corporeal person.
Mm.
Okay.
She's kind of like an urban legend at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna go introduce them to Iris. Do you guys want to like come along, or do we have anything else that we need to do today, or?
I will never miss an opportunity to go see Iris, actually.
That's valid. That's valid. Cause like we have stuff to do, but like we don't have stuff to do.
We don't really have anything to do, and everything's been taken care of.
Jason leans forward. Well, we could always go to the Hard Rock. We have a night off to ourselves.
That
drink.
place is gross.
That's the plot chasing us. That's the plot deciding it wants to come. No, stop.
I'm just saying, like, if
Jace just gives a deadpan look at Liz. That's my job.
So sorry.
I'm gonna kill him. That's
I'm
my
gonna
job.
kill
You should do your job then.
him.
Fine, let's go to the Hard Rock. You guys
Alright.
can't stop me and Sarah and Samantha.
Sarah and Samantha are like, I don't really want to go to the Hard Rock tonight.
Remind
Never
me
let the
later.
ghouls decide where to go.
Remind me
you know?
later, and I'll tell you guys about the Hard Rock.
Jason like looks over to the girls. I bet it's fucking werewolves. He kind of like leans back.
Wait, have you told him about werewolves?
Yeah.
They're fucking real too. Jason's just like, what the fuck?
I have told Jason about werewolves, yes.
We had one at our bar once.
Yeah.
We didn't interact. We did not interact because that was kind of scary. But
He was kind of cute, like in a small carryable kind of way.
Like a Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah.
oh, and we've had a ghost here too.
Mm.
Jason kind of like
R.I.P.
stands
Whiskey
up
Lou.
and like, are we going? Ghosts real too? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
miss him.
Siren. Siren,
Yes,
you've been very quiet.
I'm always very quiet. Listen, when I speak up, think back. Has it ever been because we were just hanging out, or is it usually because somebody fucked up?
Both.
Both.
What happens when you guys hang out?
Things happen,
Yeah.
usually.
But it hasn't been one or the other for the entire time.
See, like tonight, this is lovely, and nothing's happened.
How are you, Siren?
She maintains that she's fine, and just keeps on taking her drink.
Can I insight check?
You don't have
Sure.
to. She's clearly lying. Like,
I was like,
it's
she's-
not.
I was
she's
like, she's not
blushing.
pretending.
She is
that she's
not
So,
pretending.
yeah,
She is not pretending at all. She's also just absolutely stonewalling the conversation of like, you can keep asking. I'm fine.
How are you, Siren?
I'm good.
How are you, Siren?
I'm fucking good.
How are you, Siren?
She just stops
3
answering because that's how you
hours
deal with the
later.
toddler who keeps asking, but why?
I'm gonna take the drink. I'm going to sip it. How are you, Siren?
So we're going to the Hard Rock or to see Iris?
Are you coming with us?
Are we going somewhere?
I'll hand her her drink back.
She drinks it all in one. She just finishes it, so that doesn't fucking happen again.
Yeah, Liz just reaches in there and grabs the alcohol back.
No.
That's when I do a murder. Okay.
I'm gonna try to compel Siren.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, tonight's about to take a
Uh,
very different turn.
Oh no.
So
Excellent.
it's intelligence resolve, and I do charisma dominate.
Okay. Roll your intelligence resolve first, Pixie.
Mm-hmm. It's not gonna be great.
Or you can roll them both at the same time. We're gonna go with the answer first.
0 successes, bestial failure.
Okay, so
Wait.
Oh, good.
bestial failure. Would you rather me respond to this, or would you?
I'll respond to this.
Okay.
Okay, good, because it's not telling me how I'm supposed to roll. So great.
I assume you succeeded. What does it do? What are you compelling?
I thought
No, it tells me what I'm supposed to roll, but then it doesn't give me that option to roll.
Oh,
It's charisma dominate. I have 2 power. I have 2 in dominate, but it's not giving me that as something that I can click on.
It's so next to the power in the thing, instead of clicking the name,
You just click the.
there's those 2 drop downs. One of them needs to
Right.
be charisma and one of them needs to be discipline.
Right, but then for discipline, what do I put? Just discipline,
Just discipline.
and then I roll.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Dice. So, what? 2 successes,
2 crits. Yeah.
2 crits.
The
The
four.
dark mode kind of really messes up with what looks like a crit now. Go ahead. What do you say?
I just look at her and... How are you, Siren?
And 'cause I goddamn bestial failured. Excellent. She just looks and... Well, I wasn't going to talk about it in front of the people who might go back and tell him, but since you asked, I'm really fucking pissed about the way that Corey feels about me now, because you know what I don't like doing? I don't like my power, influence, or even this fucking blood magic shit we have running through us, controlling how people feel about me. I'd like to think that for once in my goddamn life, people liked me for me, and I thought he might. And now that I know he doesn't, it's kind of fucking with me. I've got some other shit about that going on. So, you know, I really, 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 really hated seeing myself look like exactly the woman my mother wanted me to be. If you'll excuse me, I have to go stab something. And she just shatters the glass in her hand, lets it fall with the blood running down, and,
Samantha jumps. Jason and Sarah do not.
You're gonna have to get that under control if you're gonna be in this particular group, kiddos. That's not even close to the shit you're gonna have to deal with. And she leaves.
Jason goes intense.
I'm gonna start cleaning up, but look over at... Samantha was the one that jumped?
Yeah, Samantha's
Sorry.
got Fred on her. Samantha's...
She's just gonna, like, pat her hand. It's okay. You're allowed to... This is a lot. You're okay. Okay?
She just kinda
Yeah,
nods.
that's one of those weird requests that you can text me about, but since I'm here, you can ignore her instruction to buck up. You're good.
Samantha kind of nods. It was loud.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go make sure she doesn't stab anyone important. And she goes and is gonna follow Siren.
Text us if you need anything.
I very quickly to the ghouls. Not that she does that. That's not a thing. There's not a precedent or anything. I just wanted you to... Okay.
Jason, you're free to do whatever you want for us tonight. Have a good time.
And so Siren with Compel, usually you would be able to know.
I was gonna ask if I was aware
with
she
the
compelled
bestial
me.
failure, it was more of your beast felt that prodding, where like when Liz was telling you, it was more like, okay, I'm just gonna stonewall, and okay, now it's getting annoying. Now I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
And then to hear it coming from another side, like provoke the beast, is kind of what it feels like to you. So you realize that maybe you wouldn't have said that, but with that failure, it feels like it's more coming from like the beast came out.
So yeah, she has no idea that it was a compel thing. She just thinks she broke. She starts heading back to the house, but a long, winding way. She is concerned that she let that get out when she'd been hanging on to a lot of it as much as she could. She wasn't planning on letting anyone, but especially his own people, know how upset she was about Corey hating her now. How personally she took it. And she's embarrassed, and the song is getting louder. And so she starts cutting through. She doesn't take a direct route home. She doesn't even take a vampiric route home. She starts cutting through along the way. Instead of if it's this and this and this to get home usually, she goes this way and cuts through any club she knows that someone's playing tonight, or she hears or feels music, and she just goes to try to absorb those songs. She just walks through them like they are booths at a Comic-Con, just pass them through them, listening to the music for a minute, goes in the front door, out the back, goes in the back door, out through the front, whatever works, to continue moving toward home, but in a very roundabout, music-filled way to try to drown out the beast with as many instruments and sounds and feelings and people as possible. She starts
like it does.
drumming along. Occasionally she's pulled out her drumsticks and she will carry on the song she just heard into the next bar. She will drum on the fences and the the walls and the trash cans as she moves, picking up and carrying these song threads with her through New Orleans, until she reaches home, and it has settled back into the incessant drumbeat that's always in her own head, because there's not enough instruments close enough to keep her going all the way home.
Liz, are you following her, or are you going to actually go to where you think she's going to go?
I'm following her.
Okay. You get the impression.
She goes her into an alley, and she also does what she does. Her shape change and turns into a black cat to follow her.
Okay. That's not going to require a check. But you
she
feel
also
that
isn't fucking paying attention. She could just be walking, and Siren would not notice.
Yeah, but ultimately, I'm being like, that girl's following that girl. We should check up on that cat.
That scary looking girl is following that crazy looking girl around town.
Something's happening. I don't want people to think we're an art exhibit and follow us, okay?
Yeah. Okay. So, Siren, you are now facing your house.
I go in. I go in, I set up again. She has the, she's over the past few days, again, just absolutely decimated that goddamn red dress. Until it is just shredded on one of the mannequins in the fighting pit area in the gym. She turns on a very, very loud music in the room, in the house, not in the house, just in the room. And just sort of starts going through the training motions that Vegas taught her. And even with... She starts to, but somewhere along the way, her desire to drown out the rage and the beast and silence it with music shifted from, I need to stab something, to I need to sing something. I need to play something. So she does a couple half-hearted passes and then just buries the knife she was practicing with in the heart of the mannequin with the dress on it and heads to her practice room. Extra padding for in case she does Daughter of Cacophony things in there that she and Vegas put in. And she just sits down at her drums. No, she doesn't. She picks up a bass, which none of you have ever seen her play. And she just kind of deep steadying breath and starts playing like Ain't No Sunshine and singing, and just a low bluesy tune with the bass and her voice and nothing else.
So, Liz gets to the edge of the sidewalk. You see Siren go in. You see the lights come on as she's walking upstairs. And almost you can hear music. It's only if you're stretching to see what she's doing, really pushing your senses, because it's coming from there, but it's not loud. Like you feel like you're hearing it just outside the door. She's in her house.
Yeah. I will shift back to me. I just listen for a minute. And then I take out my phone. And I text Vegas.
Okay. What do you text him?
She needs comfort that I don't think any of the rest of us can provide right now.
He gives a thumbs up emoji. Sends it back to you.
First time I've ever texted Vegas.
Yep.
I'm very proud of your restraint on that one too.
Thank you so
You didn't
much.
call
Yeah.
him a
Truly.
fuck or anything.
Like, hey, look here, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm here, motherfucker.
Show up. Okay.
She'll text Jace and Jim that she's home and everything's okay.
Thumbs up reaction.
Heck yeah.
Everybody's giving thumbs to Liz,
Thumbs
mate.
up, thumbs
Mm-hmm.
up.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's gonna go work on her sanctuary.
Okay. Let's pop over to you at your sanctuary. Tell us what everything looks like now. Like for your endeavors.
Well, the first thing you see is the animal shelter. She did build an animal shelter. Animals have always been her passion and her love, and that's something that did get built. But behind it, way in the back, surrounded by forest, is her greenhouse, pretty much. And she has really let Rebecca take a lot of the design in it. Because design's not her thing. She just wanted a place that felt safe. But she doesn't know how to make things pretty. She was made to destroy, and that's her. She is. But it is gorgeous. It's lavish. It's red velvet and roses and comfy chairs surrounding an area. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. But in the middle is an empty pool.
I like it.
And she kind of walks down the steps of the pool and just lays in the middle of it. And it's just watching the stars.
Now, how big is this pool? If you could fit, like, how many undead bodies covered in blood could, like, lavishly and comfortably lay here?
Lavishly and comfortably?
Like, to relax.
15, 20.
My Alexa here that I've just now unplugged heard something I said, and I was like, I'm glad that one. I had some internet issues yesterday. I'm really glad that one didn't pick up. It was like, this isn't connected to the internet. Please try. Like, instead of how many undead bodies in a pool lavishly, like, whoa, can we not have that on my Amazon search history?
Well, 15, 20. Comfortably.
Okay. So a big pool.
Yeah. Not like huge, but nice.
Okay.
Fits in here. And she told Rebecca that she would put the first blood into this pool.
Okay.
She just hasn't picked who it's gonna be yet.
Surprising no one. It's all the ghouls. It's all the ghouls.
All of them. I think there's a space just for her. That is. It's still almost an armory because she has to have that.
Yeah.
Because this is what she grew up with. She has always been the protector, always the enforcer. That's just who she is. So she has continued to run. And she just spends the rest of the night trying to make this place as secure as possible.
Okay. Jace and Jem, you're now left upstairs with 3 ghouls, 2 of which aren't either one of y'all's.
Yeah, 4 ghouls because Ryan.
No,
Yeah.
4 ghouls because Ryan. Yeah, Ryan's definitely
5
back
because
upside.
Fred.
Like watch it. Yeah, 5. Yeah, it's a room. It's a bar of ghouls.
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan's just been eating nachos, completely unfazed by anything that happened or the conversations brought up therein.
Good.
A couple minutes of awkward silence later,
Mhm.
Jace is going to look at Sarah and Jason. So, what was that about? Since you guys were apparently there that night, what happened?
She got intense. Well, started off intense and then kind of just like chilled way down real quick. The whole persona that she was doing is, we thought that that's who she was, and then it was very like, nah, we're cool, we're chill. And I think kind of, I told him that he was overreacting for what he said, but she said something, and we all know she didn't mean nothing by it, but the way she said it to a man of color, what?
Wait, what did I say?
You said
You
master.
said you were his master.
I literally did not even think about it like that. As
Of course you
Pixie.
didn't.
Oh my
Of course
fucking
you
god.
didn't.
I'm
Because
so
valid.
sorry.
Because
Like,
no,
because
valid.
that's not where my brain goes.
I know.
Exactly.
I know. That's why we're still playing with you. That's why we've always played with you. No, baby, no one.
Well, now I, as a player, am not okay. I would not have said that.
No, you're good. You're
Well,
I
no,
ever thought
that's
of that.
the thing
course not.
is you were, when looking at this dichotomy here between kindred and ghouls, it's hard to not draw a parallel.
Yeah.
And to
And-
this guy who is now on two sides of that, he didn't react as though he reacted immediately, instead of trying to figure out if that's where you were going with it, and differing opinions after you left were that's not where you were going with it.
No, if
and then
Siren
he-
realizes that that's the thought, she's just gonna walk into the sun. Because no, she already has an issue with servants existing. If she
You do.
realizes for a second that that was accidentally how that was taken, she will just end herself. Done. Like,
She didn't mean that. Oh
It also-
god, she didn't mean that.
It also didn't help that like you as a player were not looking at a person of color when you said like
Yeah,
when, so
that's,
No.
that's another thing.
there is
like,
there is no like bar to have realized what you were saying whenever you were saying it, which again also was not an intentional
doesn't
thing.
matter.
so,
I am
you
gonna
know,
be very uncomfortable with the rest of the night. I'm gonna need 6 more alcohols.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
But he explains that because of all the intense emotions of the night and how everything was not taken as intended, and that it is something that he has to deal with now, of being a politician that has an outside influence, and that's what is bothering him the most, is that he doesn't know anymore if things that were going to be his to claim as things that he did is going to be claimed by somebody else, either internally or externally. And then he just kind of he says that he'll get over it, that he's got more resources now, and it's leveling the playing field. And that,
She just kind of looks at Jason. And he's got a lot more in common with her than he thinks he does.
Yep. Also, I know that I'm sure she's already told him this, but if it helps him feel any better, everybody else is the same way too. Half of the politicians globally, I'm sure, are connected to a kindred of some kind, some way. And the thing about becoming a ghoul, while not always true, but mostly true, especially in our coterie, is that people are picked for a reason, based off of some of the things that they display as a regular kind, right?
Yeah.
And whenever you become a ghoul, that thing that was picked, that you were picked for, is what is augmented. So nothing is there that none of you had, that none of you didn't have beforehand.
Ooh.
You were
Jim just kind of looks over at Ryan and
Except Oblivion and
but also
OCD
no, I picked you
and
because you're
the
insane,
flesh
and I'm just here to make it better.
No.
Just kind of looks at me.
It's a good
less
line you're
that.
selling, but I don't think they're buying it.
It's less that, but it's more like the Oblivion thing is Oscar's gross darkness,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
manifest.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Ryan got the short end of the stick on the OCD thing. But like,
She was picky, and now
now she's just really picky.
Uh-huh.
Fred started
So-
making biscuits.
And Fred is just a hard worker, okay?
Yeah.
But he and any extra ability that he has to be convincing is not anything that he didn't have to start with. It's just more.
I mean,
You know?
we honestly, if it didn't matter, it doesn't matter. Like, we could have ghouled anybody. We could have grabbed someone who was already like, who wasn't running, who was already in power.
He kind of taps his glass. That's what I was telling him. I said, if this wasn't going to be given to him, it was going to be given to somebody else by somebody else. Even if it wasn't you guys doing this, it would have been somebody else. Apparently, and he points to like down the hall, like to where Siren left. You get the church here. First off, we already knew the church was buying politicians. Now we have other people that are buying politicians that really don't like a lot of the Omni Domini crucifix. So in that way, it kind of, I don't know. Are you guys Christians? Like, do you guys? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But like,
Yes.
you're taking money from them. You're balancing out wherever you want. Just his thing has always been the currency of policy and politics should be the vote of the consumer instead of somebody putting politics or putting money in your pocket to give you a bigger megaphone than anybody else.
Okay.
Just be able to actually, the only currency you should care about is how many votes you can get.
He's a good guy. That's why collectively we decided on him. And the whole clean up the streets and get rid of the homelessness issue, that's a big issue that
It's
we
bigger than it needs to
genuinely
be,
care
yeah.
about. I mean, are there some perks to it? Of course there are. But also, those perks aren't just for us, mister. They're also for all of New Orleans, because I think I speak for all of us when I say getting the church out of this place is...
Very important.
Yeah,
Very, very important.
good idea.
Well, I know. Yeah, you guys can't do crucifixes anymore and crosses and stuff. Does that
Does
that work on like the Stars of David? Does that?
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes.
Mhm.
Man,
You watch Jace have a second where he's like, I don't know if I should give these ghouls this amount of power, and then he's like, fuck it, we can kill him if we need to.
yeah, I mean,
Just
and
totally
he's like,
fuck.
yeah, it's less about specifically the crucifix and more about somebody's conviction of belief.
oh, you ain't going to Mama's house then. You guys would not be able to say she is everything. She believes it all.
That's really awesome for Mama.
Good for Mama, she's safe.
Is it hot? I'm
So much
spitting
true
anybody
faith in
else.
the house.
No, it's just me. Okay.
I know that you two aren't. Jason, are you religious? Like super religious?
No, not really. I mean, I was raised by my mama. I was raised with the faith and
Sure.
the superstition, and look, I was raised with
Oh, hey,
everything.
does she
Irish,
does
Greek.
Liz feed off of you?
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah. I was told that was kind of my.
So not
my deal.
religious.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
not really. I mean,
Not at all.
I didn't know you guys were out there. Who knows? Maybe I'll be I'm not gonna become a Catholic, but I might become religious tomorrow. Who knows?
Oh,
Don't, because then bad things will happen. So just don't.
Yeah.
Historically speaking, yeah.
Together, Jim. Hold it together. You're doing so good.
You guys just jump.
gotta push a little farther.
He just looks over. Jim's doing so good over there. It's so hot. Cormac.
Oh,
Yeah.
Religion will ruin your life.
Dude, I need I think we need shots. I'm getting shots. Okay. Gonna go downstairs.
Yep.
And
You think she'd seen a ghost?
I know.
not
Wild.
anymore. Not since you took that from me too. She's just gonna really quick text Id. Like you a whole bunch. Hugs. Thumbs up. And
He just gives you XOXO thumbs up, and then a confused face.
Cross. Is there a panic attack emoji? And if
There's
not,
like a biohazard. There's
who
a
do I
caution.
speak to about getting a panic attack emoji?
Honestly, one of the best panic attack emojis, in my opinion,
the
is
melty face?
there's the melty face and the head exploding face,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and also the like laying down emoji where the person has their like arms kind of crossed and they're laying down. A combination
the
of
face-
those three.
The face dab, yes.
I'm gonna and the dab. It's
The
just, it's
dab.
just a picture of her dabbing, and that's how he knows something is terribly, terribly wrong. No, it's the cross and then the explosion melty. No, melty explosion. Otherwise, it looks like we got blown up by the second.
Yeah. I always kind of
And
give you
this is
guys
how I'm
the
letting
expectation
you
that
know.
whatever you're trying to do is actually done, but sometimes church and bombs look like church and bombs. You get your- and he responds, glass of wine, TV, question mark. Like, do you need decompression time?
She's
Did he just go Netflix and chill?
Kind
That's
of,
what I read.
kind of.
Sorry,
Like she sent panic
insert
attack.
non.
Like, "Do you
No,
wanna
no,
come
no, no.
over?"
Insert non-struck company here and chill.
Yeah.
Pay your
Yes.
actors and your writers. God damn it.
Was it
your
Tubi?
actors and your writers. What's
Ellie.
up? How you doing?
Also, Matthew,
Uh,
that's not an answer. I don't know the context. I don't know the legend. You can't show me without a map.
Yeah.
What button
No,
did you push?
That's the one. That's what she was.
Oh,
That's what
God.
those were the emojis
No,
I was
I asked-
recommending for
I
the
was
panic
like,
attack.
I was like, what fucking button did you push while I walked away for 2 minutes? And then he put all the emotes in. I'm like, that's
And
not a
Matthew's gonna
response.
That's not
to-
them laying
to
down with their
interpret
head
the
over it.
It's
That's
not.
them
I
saying
thought that.
no.
I know. I thought that there was a laying down
Gotcha.
one, and I can't seem to find it.
Yeah, that's just.
I think that might be an emote or something that somebody has on
We-
Twitch.
We kept talking
Maybe.
about Catholics, and Jim's really held it together. We're all proud of her.
Yeah, and I've decided that we're gonna do shots.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Shots. She sends him a picture at like over her shoulder with Ryan behind her, like very weakly toasting the camera, but to be like, I'm here.
He goes, okay.
He does get a wish you were here. Thumbs up.
And he gives this like the smile emoji where it's not really a smile, it's just kind of like a gives you a thumbs up back. Like I wish I was there hanging out with you, but I don't wish I was there with that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's-
like
I would love to hang out with you, but also Ryan is here, and I am not doing that to myself.
For the second time.
they like each other so much.
They like each other, and I'm jealous. That's what it is. Honestly, I'm not doing it without the rest of the coterie there because that's going to be my Christmas gift to them. Is put them in a. We're going to put them in a cage
in a
match.
room of ghouls.
With Ryan specifically because they will
It's-
kill each other.
It's Ryan v. Id in the fight pit.
Yeah.
Ryan would it would go for that, and Ryan would think that she could somehow win that fight.
Yes, she
It would be
would.
it would be magical.
I would assist. I don't know how
For
I
about
would assist, but I
0.3
would like to
seconds.
assist Ryan.
And I would somehow become aroused because he ripped my ghoul limb from limb.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, just vampire things.
Vampire.
So yeah, she's gonna come back up with Jello shots and a blood gummy for Jace
Oh, thank you.
that she's hidden in her office.
He
it's-
will-
Spares are amazing. They last for a while. Even the blood ones. It's called alchemy.
He's not gonna report you.
Nope.
Good.
Fucking snitch.
The only thing he's gonna ask is this religious?
Is that
It's
the only
his
thing
version
you
of
can
is
eat?
this kosher?
It's the only thing you can eat?
Yeah.
Was this ethically sourced from,
Is this,
those of the religious paths?
It does. They don't have. It doesn't have to be like too eye religious. I
Yeah,
just need,
I'll say yes. She's
Okay.
got you have a red one that's religious and the green ones are not
like, okay.
Yeah.
for Liz.
The Church of the Blood,
Oh,
the
yeah.
Church of the Earth. You know,
Yeah.
one's
Yeah,
way
yeah, yeah.
religious,
You guys
more
are two
religious than the
very
other.
specific friends with very specific eating.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. And then there's grape, because some of us like grape.
When the God, what is that network called? It was season 1. The food network that the Venture were getting their food sources.
The blood bank.
Oh, the blood
Yeah,
bank, yeah.
Oh yeah.
The blood bank, but there's the circulatory network. So
That-
Jem
yes,
is just going
thank
to
you,
take over
that,
the
yes.
circulatory network.
Mm-hmm,
She does 5-star catering now for all the
Aw.
dietary needs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look her up. We gonna do some.
Yeah.
Cool.
Shots.
We're doing shots.
And oh shit, I had something else that I was gonna ask the ghouls and I totally forgot.
You're going to ask who?
I was
What's
gonna
your
ask the
favorite
ghouls.
color?
The ghouls something. And I just blanked. So,
I take your
do
shots.
we want to go see Iris?
Yeah, that Sarah just kind of like nods, and then Samantha goes, "I keep hearing enough about her, so we should go."
Okay. Jem, are you coming? Are you and Ryan coming with?
Yeah.
Okay.
She just
Oh
looks
yeah,
at Ryan.
Ryan's
Behave
met
yourself.
Iris, but Iris's bartender, or sorry, Ryan is bartender. Iris showed up to that night for. Did you have your? No, you guys didn't have your ghouls there on the night of Lucy.
No.
No.
Specifically, no. In
No.
case something bad happened.
So yeah, Ryan wouldn't have really met Iris.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, we're gonna come. Behave yourself.
Yeah, always. Yeah.
Don't touch anything.
I don't even know this person. I don't know why I'd be touching their shit.
It's a store. She runs a
No,
store.
Oh, I can touch stuff then.
No.
Just
Okay, I won't
You
touch
know,
it. I won't touch anything.
be respectful, like it's a regular store.
I'm not gonna go in there with a
Jace doesn't-
sledgehammer.
Jace doesn't know that she has
And
OCD,
if-
right?
No, not really.
No.
You seen her counting
Okay.
earlier. That was it.
If she, and I'm just gonna pull her to the side. If she smells weird, don't say anything.
My God, does she fucking smell weird? And Jace,
I
you hear this
don't
entire thing.
know. I don't know if she does.
Oh.
I didn't think it smelled weird. But you can't say shit like
Oh.
that. And it's like
Well,
a
y'all
weird.
don't breathe out of your nose.
It's like
so
a weird witch store, so it might smell like, you know.
Oh no, we're gonna be good
herbs and
though.
stuff.
No, that's just good.
Okay,
Rotting flesh,
fine.
not great.
Just don't. Well, I don't fucking know. Just don't.
No, I get it. Believe me. If it wasn't so pungent, I would have reacted the first time.
Girl.
I'm just saying, like that little how you can drink wine sometimes. Like fucking just take a sniff every now and then. That whole the rose-colored glass is gonna be tinted with green slime real quick.
Well, I've smelled him. I think he smells nice. But when I was like you, I listen. I worked in restaurants, and I used to take my smoke breaks out by the
Are they serving
dumpster.
dead bodies? Because that's what he smells like.
He smells like a trash compactor. I know, but I actually find that
That's
smell
what it is.
kind of calming. All right. It's weird, but there.
Hey, look, boss, I don't want to say you're wrong. So
Because
yeah,
I'm
you're
not
right.
so-
It's real weird. It's real weird. You're right. It's real weird.
don't say anything, okay?
No.
She's way older than we are.
Oh, okay.
Like, she was here before this was a state.
Oh yeah, great. Fucking immortals. She just kind of like turns her back and just kind of starts walking away. Like, oh great, this is so much fun for me.
Jace has been silently cackling the entire time that this interaction has been going on, and he tries to get it together by the time they're wrapping it up, but has failed slightly.
Yeah, fun.
Jason, you don't have to come along if you don't want to, but you can if you want to.
No, I'll go. We always kind of heard about her growing up, but I mean, she's deep involved, I guess. So yeah. Hey, look,
Okay.
I would like to meet as many of you guys as there are, and hopefully figure out who is most likely to not want me around. So if I could change that and they could keep me around, that would be cool.
You know what? Fair.
Jason's got a very logical reality of the situation. Like, no,
In about 5
I've got
years,
superpowers and I want to.
fledgling. I can feel it in my bones.
Oh,
yeah.
That 2-year mark though. What is it? Yeah, you said 2 years.
2
Then,
years.
this is gonna be like a week, a solid week of fuck that bitch. And then after that, it'll be fine.
Can you what about if I was a vampire? And I'm like, you gotta stop calling them vampires, Jason.
What if me have fangs?
What if was for ghoul? What if eternal life was for ghoul?
What if was for a ghoul?
I gotta.
Sounds like they need to unionize
people.
and renegotiate some shit.
We gotta unionize.
Oh, if there was
God, that would
anybody
be
that was like, no,
horrifying.
make me a vampire today, Jason would be like, hey, yo, this guy.
Yeah. Random question. Are any of our new ghouls married, dating, engaged, have
Okay.
kids?
Okay.
I would have asked the
Asking
girls.
the right questions.
I would have asked the girls, but
Sarah
obviously.
is a single mom. She has a daughter.
Oh no.
Jason has a ex-wife that has she has 2 kids, and
they
he was
cordial?
around for a little bit of their life.
Are they cordial?
Yeah, they're cordial.
Is
She's
he
just a
like
single mom
actively
who-
involved?
Not hanging out, no, not pursuing they are friendly now. It was a relationship that didn't work, and
Sure.
Listen, I gotta say, having your mom around for longer as you're growing up, not a bad thing. It's a perk.
Valid.
She'll be able to help with a lot of shit later on that other mothers maybe wouldn't be able
Mom, how do you
to.
always you haven't aged a day. I remember
She's-
when I was a kid. I remember you looked just
She's
like
just a
this.
cool mom. She's not like
Moisturize,
other
Jessica.
moms.
Moisturize,
Listen,
Jessica, moisturize.
That Korean skincare, get on it.
Yeah, that rice water.
And then what about Samantha?
Oh yeah, Samantha is single.
Fuck
Not
yeah.
single spot.
Okay. Good. Good.
She uses the ability that she's single against powerful businessmen.
Of course. Okay, got it. I just wasn't sure if she was secretly not single on this side.
No.
But single for the businessman. Okay. I'm gonna text Iris. Party time. Be there in 5.
She just sends question mark.
You'll see.
Me and the girls.
She just sends you the biggest eye roll. You don't know how the emoji got big, but it's a
Yeah.
big eye roll.
But it's somehow a larger emoji than normal.
Yeah.
Fucking blood magic,
And then the next thing you know, go ahead.
No, and then we're
And
just
then
gonna
we're
head
at
to-
Iris's. So do you just walk in? How do we get inside Iris's? Do you make the girls do it?
No, absolutely not. I just walk in. I'll go in first. Partially to see if there are any people here. What are the ancient site's business hours?
So the business hours are really fucking weird. It's almost one of those shops. If you see it open, you should go in. It's
Okay.
usually open at night. Damn, I don't know if I've ever seen it open during the daytime.
Because it used to be open during the daytime
because
whenever I
you
was
were
human.
when you were human. Now it's definitely been like, man, it's back to those old hours where it was like the middle of the
Okay.
night. You know, when it was open, it was open.
Gotcha.
It is currently open.
Okay, then I will go in first to make sure that there are no
Yeah,
customers.
there's no one here. There's no one here.
Okay.
There's a slight perfume of the air of like old lady perfume. So like somebody had just probably left not too long before you get there.
Okay. Once I do a quick glance through, I will go hold the door open to usher everybody inside.
Yeah.
And then I'll close the door, flip the sign to closed. Because we have one of those flip signs.
As you should.
There isn't the like electric sign that just has open.
The flip sign's the better.
The flip sign, yeah.
Yeah. So Jason, just a thing of note, like Jason holds like he's like, so Jace is on the inside holding the door, and then Jason kind of steps back, and Jem, he actually like points for you to go in ahead of him. And whether you take him in on that or not, like he waits until the women go in. And then he walks in and he goes, "Thank you," and he just kind of like walks by you, and he starts immediately looking around. Ryan immediately does start touching shit. Like she looks at the first thing and she's like, "Oh," and she sees his price tag, and then she immediately goes to like pick it up and like look at what it is, how much does it cost, and then she puts it back, and then she doesn't start rearranging, but like you do see that she puts it back, and she tries to put it back in a spot that she feels it should be. It's not like she's switching objects, but like if you're going to be here, you're going to be like right there.
Yeah, I just look at Jason, mouth, "I'm sorry."
He shrugs.
You're used to everybody coming here like and touching shit.
Yeah, people like this is one of those stores that people mostly touch shit. They don't buy a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
they mostly just touch it and put it in the wrong spot. Accidentally most of the time.
So the skulls, like, ooh.
Yeah. And the fucking gems, the gemstones. People put them in the wrong spot all the time. Mm-hmm. He'll call out to Iris, "The party's here."
And you hear a door shut. And there's like a weird echo to it. And she starts walking down the upstairs hall. And comes down, and you all see her, and she is she's wearing like a leather apron. Like a, I don't want to say this. Like a, not a blacksmith apron.
Like a butcher?
Definitely, huh?
Like a butcher?
Kind of like a butcher's, but it's covered in like charcoal, and there's a pocket, and there's like some herbs and stuff sticking out of it, and it very looks like she's like been like gardening.
Okay.
But there's more, like there's schmutz on her face from like what looks like charcoal or smoke. So now, Jace, you've seen this before. It looks like she was harvesting and tending her garden and then burning the stuff that she was done with as a way to kind of return that back to the earth. She's done this before. She smells like smoke and herb, which kind of so does the rest of the shop.
Iris is the farm simulator NPC everyone wipes up immediately.
Yeah.
Literally.
But she underneath that, she's got like a tan like cotton button-up shirt, and she's got the sleeves rolled up, and like khaki work pants and boots. She looks very like Farmville witch is kind of like the vibe she's giving right now.
Gotcha.
Dream.
And you can tell like she's taken off her gloves and puts it on like the railing and walks down. And she just like looks to everybody. "Jem, nice to see you." And she goes over and gives Jace a hug. And she goes, "Okay, so I'm guessing ghouls."
Yep.
Okay. Well, what do you guys want to drink? Do you guys want any coffee or tea or anything? And Sarah has like, she has like this smile on her face of like, I think this has got to be. But when she's like, "All right, so what do you want to tea or coffee or tea?" Sarah drops to a knee in like this bow. "Auntie Ira, it's nice to meet you. I've heard a lot about you." "Okay, so we're having tea." And Iris,
I got it.
Iris like, "Are you gonna go make the tea?"
Yeah.
You get to deal with this. I'm gonna
And Iris,
No, mostly
gonna, like,
because
looks up
Iris
and
has told him to do it before when other people have come over, so he's like, it's fine, it's my job. I'll go do to the tea.
she kneels down and she goes, "Darling, I have no idea who you're talking about. Come on, stand up a little bit." And there's like almost like a deeper Southern than she just had a second ago. And Sarah kind of like, she stands up and, you know, she's being helped up by Iris. And my grandmother told me about you. Iris goes, "Okay, we're gonna have some tea and we're gonna sit down and let's all talk about whose family knows who and why." You guys sit down.
Yay! Southern tea.
The
Please
gossip
welcome
kind
back.
too. And so Iris sits down and she takes a glass and she crosses her legs and she actually takes like one of the little blanket, the couch blankets off the back and kind of, because it's one of those shops, you know, it's ran by an immortal witch. It gets cozy, and the seating area that's usually just reserved for you and her, or her and a business client, sits down and, okay. Jace, hi. So a long time ago, I was from New Orleans before it was New Orleans. You already know that. I didn't really have a lot of places to go, so I've been here for a long time. This was, as far as I'm concerned, this was mine. And I didn't think there was any bloodline left that would know who Auntie Ira was. Not today. And Sarah goes, "No, Dad. Well, with everything, the world is as it is. It's not that anybody forgot. It just, she's not, I would rather you guys forget. It's okay." She goes, "No, you did so much for New Orleans. You've helped so many people. And the memory of that can just fade away. There's plenty of people to help now. It's fine." And Sarah takes from her jacket pocket the photos, because everybody's had jacket pockets.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The photos, or the envelope, and Jace, you know, they're the photos. And she hands them to Iris, and Iris takes them out and immediately like looks up to the ceiling, inhales, and then exhales. She flips. She goes through them one at a time. She looks at them and kind of rotates them. Looks at the back to see if there's like a year. Most of them don't have years. And then there's a photo of what looks, you know, these are all of Iris. It looks like Iris and a family. Go ahead.
As she is going through these, can I do an insight check to see if I can figure out how Iris feels about these
Yeah, go
things
ahead.
before she vocalizes it? Four successes?
Yeah. As she's going through these, some of these she's smiling at. Some of these she looks confused, like she doesn't remember, like this photo.
Mm-hmm.
She audibly goes, who is this? And then she flips, and you see the mask of emotion drop when she gets to the picture of her, and it is obviously her. It is a woman that looks about her age, a man and two children, and they're dressed in hand-me-down threads that have been held together through love and prayer. She's got the better clothing on in the picture, but even that is old and tattered, and it looks like it was taken like it was one of those at the time when the people were going from town to town to show off what cameras could do. And she looks up, and that emotion mask has dropped away. She hands the rest of the pictures back to Sarah. She kind of puts that one on the couch next to her. Yeah, been around for a while. And she looks at you, Jace, and Jem. I've been around for a while. And we don't need to talk about years. And we don't need to show pictures to anybody else. And she looks at Sarah. Whoever your family is, thank you for keeping the memory of me alive. But it doesn't need to be anymore. I'm not who I was before. And I can't help the way I used to help before. Too many people, there's too many ears, there's too many eyes. Sarah nods. Does your family know you're here? Sarah goes, no, this is kind of just me now. And Iris visibly looks pained by that. She nods. Well, being the last doesn't always have to be that way. You can adopt, you can find love, you can get a puppy. I've known dogs that carry on better legacies than most men in my life. Balto. Hell, Cujo. She just nods. But there's still like this like glassy-eyed in awe of Iris. And she looks over. So what questions do you all have? Because better get them out now, because I don't really want to deal with this too much. So we can visit it now, and then the next time it might come up. But let's get everything out that we can.
Ace will look to the ghouls.
Sarah's just kind of like taking it all in, and Samantha goes, well, okay, so Sarah told me, and she looks at Sarah, and Sarah's like, oh shit, what did I tell you? Samantha told me that you're the reason why people think that witches ride around on brooms in the sky. And Iris rolls her eyes. She goes, you ever see any black witches in any of those illustrations? She goes, no. She goes, exactly. That's what those European witches were doing with the brooms between their legs. We just ran everywhere. And she starts laughing. And Iris goes, the witchcraft is just magic we always knew. Guarantee you, we knew about it. We've been doing it for a long time. But then that gets mixed with a little bit of, well, our magic now. And she kind of points to Jem and Jace. And, you know, if you don't move around too much, people remember. And then you're like, oh, I grew up with her living on that hill. Why does she never age? And that turns into you moving to a different town. New Orleans is home. And she looks at you, Jace. Do you have anything?
No.
No?
No. I mean, you know, you've always been here, so you've always been here. I didn't need pictures to cement that. There's no need for you to have lied about it. So,
Jim.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling okay. This is it's I wouldn't call it a party, but you know, it's definitely a surprise of the night.
It's the best party we've ever thrown, so I'm calling it a win.
it's the safest one, that's for sure.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
over. Have you told these young ones about? Okay,
Things have
they're all
been
gonna get
mentioned.
you killed. It's fine. And
Stop.
Sarah just goes, "What? Hold on, what?"
No, we're not.
We'll die before you do. It's fine.
Yeah, fine.
Looks at Jason, probably.
Probably.
Like just recently, last month or so, how have you been feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Yeah?
I mean, it's not like we get sick, so
No,
Well-
I know. Like,
Well, you do though. We can all get sick.
yeah.
We can get like weird things
Cursed?
happen to us sick.
Yeah, we can get cursed, but it's not
Yeah.
bad air. It's
Yeah, but actually Jem has a point.
okay.
Like a month ago, like a month and a half ago, something like that. Time is weird and fake in this world.
yeah.
Really is.
Halloween
and-
lasted 2 months.
You okay. So this might just be paranoia. You in Vegas were like giggling. Like literally like school children.
You're not
What?
allowed to have fun.
What?
Yeah.
And it's kind of
And she's
And
like, "When was this?" And she thinks back.
And some other people were acting weird around the same time.
yeah.
Oh, who was acting weird?
Matthew lists off the people that Jace
Yeah.
remembers acting weird.
The Primogen.
Yeah, the Primogen were.
And I know that you weren't technically a Primogen yet, but like you're
Just-
you're kind of the Primogen,
Well,
even
it
if
was-
you're
I
not.
am not the Primogen.
I
not
know,
the
but like
and she looks
you're
at
like
me,
in
I'm
charge.
not the Primogen.
But you're like in charge, even if you're not the Primogen.
Don't want to be.
She's the Primogen.
Like whenever we had a Primogen that wasn't you, you could do whatever you wanted, and he said okay. So you're kind of the Primogen. You like walked into places you weren't allowed to, so like you're kind of the Primogen, even if you're not.
Primogen, second time removed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like again, you giggling, and that's not a you thing. And that's also not a Vegas thing, but like I don't know him well enough to say that.
What, you guys don't just hang out together and giggle? No. She looks at you. She's you really should get to know him.
Who?
She looks at Jace to tell him about Vegas. Like, you really should get to know him. They don't get along.
No.
Oh, I was like, why? Is that his real dad?
No. I'm good.
Oh, no, I'm good. No.
But also, no, we don't just get around and gather around and giggle.
Yeah, no, that was a
should-
joke because you guys, I don't know why you
I
don't like
know,
each
I
other,
know.
but
Because he's a dick.
yeah,
to
but
me,
he's no, he's
sometimes.
a dick to everybody. Like, well, he's not going to be a dick to me. I'll throw him down a flight of stairs.
And he's
but-
not a dick to Siren, but that's because they're, you know.
Well, there's still a dick there.
Oh.
You know, I was gonna feel bad for monologuing at you all my trauma later, but I don't anymore. You're all gonna sit the fuck down and listen to all 20 minutes of it. So, you know, because of that.
I apologize for nothing.
Why? He did it.
Yeah, valid.
That's fair. About a month ago. I mean, oh, have you ever? This is kind of hard to talk about in front of the ghouls, but it's fine. You guys are gonna get a crash course because you might have to pick up dinner sometime, right?
Oh my god, we all high?
Yes.
All of the Primogens at once.
Well, no, I mean we all had our different thing we were going for, but it was Prince said it was a team bonding exercise.
Oh my god.
Oh, you guys had us worried. Good lord.
That was a month ago. If you're worried about me, please don't wait a month next time.
That was 3 months in real time.
We were just keeping an eye on you guys. We didn't want to like make it a big deal if it was nothing, but at the same time,
I have to go. Ryan, can you get yourself home? Of course you can. You're a big girl. Don't touch anything. Love you guys. Mean it. Okay, kisses. I'm heading to Dad's.
Oh shit. Okay.
Fucker.
Also, fuck you, Sway, for that anxiety for months of real time.
Yeah, well, it was a bad perception check that just kind of steamrolled into this is going to be hilarious when it's nothing at all. Vampires can hunt dyscrasias. She tells you about that. You can get a variety of feelings.
I mean,
you can also dope the people up and then get even more feelings on top of that.
Jace kind of kicks himself for not like putting that together because he knows that, and so does Matthew. And yet, instead, I was like, some magic is affecting all the privileges.
Magic. Well, it's also the same night that I didn't help it by putting it in the same night that we saw a pile of ash on the train.
Yeah, we had every fucking reason to be suspicious.
The players.
On the same night, our Q decided to contemplate her life. Like,
gee. God,
man, she likes the melancholy vibe sometimes.
I'm looking at all the pieces, just fucking god damn it.
Yeah, the two that needed to blow off steam, blew off steam. Her Q is just she's emo as fuck. She wants to feel those emotions as deeply as she
hangs out with a bunch of birds.
Yeah, man. So, is there anything else that Jace would like to talk to Iris about? No. Now, did you want to have a scene with the prince, or are you just gonna go hang out with?
Yeah, because I have I figured something out.
I want to watch the scene with the prince. Let's fucking go. Let's go.
I figured something out.
How are we getting to the
texting
clubhouse?
Lucy.
Okay.
Where is he?
He's at the clubhouse. He's in his house. And he's in his room.
I'm just speed walking. I'm pissed. I'll get an Uber if I have to.
And you get there. Are you gonna go like through the warehouse side, or are you gonna go through?
What's faster?
The club. Both of them kind of suck.
We'll go through the warehouse.
You go to the dragon. You go to the warehouse. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you go through the warehouse, and very quickly you're at the dance floor.
Dad.
1 second, honey.
Swear to God. Don't you
And he goes, come in. Swipe the curtains aside from his stage-like apartment.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got a set of gloves on, like hot. I can't think of the words. The hot gloves.
Oven mitts.
Oven mitts. Thank you.
Hot gloves.
Hot gloves. You knew what I meant. The gloves with the hot thing.
Unfortunately, I did.
Yeah.
He's got a set of like very frilly oven mitts, and he's wearing what looks like a business suit without the blazer on, and he's got like a pink, like a pastel pink and frilly like apron on, and he's carrying what is very apparently a tray of chocolate chip cookies.
These smell amazing.
Thank you. Do you want one?
No, thank you. I'm gonna go over to the desk that's in his apartment.
Yeah.
That I had the vision of the card.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna go over there, reach my hand in, and then. Why didn't you tell me, ... that you told all the Primogen to get high?
It's not getting high. That would be irresponsible.
What did you tell them to do?
To get in touch with their deeper emotions that they already feel. They have a hard time connecting with their inner selves. So that's what we worked on.
Did you tell them to go on some sort of like meditation retreat or do yoga or
no, we're
journal?
already flexible enough as it is.
Right. So you told a bunch of head up their asses immortals to get in touch with themselves and relax, and you didn't think they weren't gonna get high?
Well, it was just whatever emotion they wanted. It's not like high, like you're. Okay, it's a little like you're high, but it's just
Do
feeling
you
a lot of
know how
emotion.
worried we've been about you guys for
It's been a month.
months
Why didn't
now?
you say something sooner?
Just takes the tray of cookies and puts it down on the table. She's not
Now,
sure what to do.
It is hot,
I don't care.
but it's not. It's not flame, and it's not doing like you take 1 point of minimal damage.
Fine.
Like a little half of a box of like, oh, it's a hot cookie pan.
Fuck.
But it's not enough to even like really react to like, Be like if you, I don't know how to describe it because you're an immortal being that like it's flame that hurts you. This is just real hot.
It's like when you have your finger on a lighter for too long.
Yeah, like there's not just right before the burn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He just looks at you.
Worried for a month that something was wrong. But we have so many other things to worry about that got backburnered.
Okay, well, everything's fine. Do you want to come to, I mean, you're a hound. You guys
I
can come to
don't
the
want to
retreat.
go to your ayahuasca parties with your old buddies. No.
It's not Iowa. It's
In the key party nonsense is this.
we need to be together. This is an endeavor between all of us, and if we're not all pulling our weight,
Who's all of us?
well, the city,
You're getting together with all the kindred, and I'm
No,
just
of course
hearing
not,
about this
no.
now.
no, it's like I take care of. Oh, how did they do? I take care of the individual primogen. The primogen takes care of each individual clan, and then everything works together. But I have to get them all on the same page to do that. It's okay.
And oh god, oh god, oh god. Well, good for you. I'm glad for you. I'm glad for you and your friends. This is a really good, fun time for me. And I'm so glad that I've been worrying about this.
You can come next time.
I don't want to come next time. I don't want to be invited. Don't tell me. Don't actually. No, please, if you could, just give me a little heads up. Like, oh, hey, it's happening, so that we know when we see them acting like absolute asshats, we know why. It's not because
okay, hold on. No, if they were acting inappropriately in the city, what were they doing?
Or they've been fucked with by the Second Inquisition, which happens, or they've been, I don't know, any fucking else that's happening in this town.
The Second Inquisition aren't going to bother you guys if we can just root out their interests. They've been here. They were here before. They didn't strike war with any of the kindred here before. We just need to take care of. What?
Just give me a heads up.
Okay.
And please don't invite me. I'm begging you. Do not invite me.
You can say no if you don't want to come.
I don't want to come. I'm telling you now.
But it'd be rude to not invite you.
You haven't been inviting me this whole time, so I feel like we're good.
Now you know about it. I just feel like
it's good. You know what? Invite Liz if you want. That's weird enough for me. She can fuck my dad's friends. I don't care.
Why would you? There's no fucking that happens at these retreats.
Then the
have to go.
retreats
I'm
now?
the court.
I thought it was just you giving people the word of like, maybe go chillax in your own house. They're retreats now?
Well, no. So what happens is you have the retreat, and then like the sun's got to go up. So go away. It's not like we can go camping. We go hang out, and then I'm not sleeping under the dirt like
This
some
man
big
called
troll.
one day a retreat. He needs to get out. Like,
Have you done this at the bar?
No.
Look me in the eye.
He
Give me
looks at you. In the,
right now. Have you ever done this at my bar?
I've never come to your bar without you knowing I was at your bar. No, I've never done this at the bar.
If I find out,
I don't really care for alcohol.
that's not
Messes
the
with my
point.
head.
That-
There's a rim shot somewhere.
I don't even break eye contact. I just grab a cookie and like blush and smash it in my mouth. That's fine. But you've been having little weird parties at my bar. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna do something.
I will tell you if something happens. If we need to go to the bar, I'll tell you. We need to go to the bar.
Why would you need to be? Why would you need to be there?
Look, maybe I don't know.
See,
Pirate
there's no
squirrels. You need to go to the bar sometimes. I don't know. Pirate squirrels.
I don't think so. I think we're good. I don't think you ever need to do that there. I think you have lots of places. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I would rather you do it at my house than do it at my bar.
Okay, we'll go to your house, not your bar.
Please don't go to my house.
Okay, you'll never know about it, but you want to know
about it. I just don't want to be invited.
I can't tell you and then not invite you because then one day you're gonna want to go and you're like, oh, I can't invite myself because I said I don't want to go, and then I'm gonna go. Well, I shouldn't invite her because she doesn't. If
some weird day rolls around that I actually want to be invited to this, I will ask you. How's that?
That works fine.
Okay.
I need you all to know that the prince's anxiety thought process just then is how my brain works all the time. Like, that never stops. It's just that track forever.
And Lucy comes out. Okay, enough fighting. Hey, do you want to go to the next retreat?
I pick up the entire tray of cookies.
She's got a cookie in her hand. Like she's already walked
up. Like... I leave with all the cookies. These are my cookies now. Do you understand? I had a fucking vision about this. I had a vision about this little fight right here. I thought it was going to be something serious. You fuck. And she goes and gives him a hug. It's good to see you too, Lucy. She still leaves with the cookie.
He gives you a hug back.
Yeah. And then I angrily texted, I am coming over. I have cookies. Do not ask.
And he just gives you like a chocolate chip cookie emoji and then like a thumbs up.
It's immaterial. And I take the cookies to its house. And I angrily cook him off to them.
True. Well,
because my dad is getting high with all of his friends. Okay.
Yep. The camera pulls back and zips across town. And we see Corey's residence. It's small, but it's not a mansion, but it's not quite a single apartment. It's a medium-sized house. And we see a preacher, a Catholic priest, walking. Like moving his hand like he just got punched in the face. There's blood from his lip. As he walks off the porch, down the sidewalk, and away from Corey's house. And the camera follows the priest all the way back to known headquarters of Second Inquisition. Now there's a small envelope being carried by this priest, but we don't ever see what's inside. Now, is there anything anybody else like to do before this night wraps up?
It's not for me, but I want to know if Vegas showed up.
If Vegas showed up,
I told him that Siren needed him.
You sent him to Siren.
To Siren's place?
Yeah.
Sorry, Walting. It's about maybe about 30 minutes later.
Because if he didn't, I have to kill him.
Well, it's not Vegas. It's Hammy. Do you wait longer, or do you just say, okay, well, Hammy's here?
Oh, no, I didn't. I didn't stay.
Oh, okay.
I put in the trust that Vegas would do the right thing.
So Hammy shows up. And he goes and knocks. He goes and knocks on the door. Siren, you can't hear the door.
No, I was about to say she can't fucking hear
him. He puts his ear to the door.
It's Stairway to Heaven now.
He can't hear it.
Oh, right, because, yeah.
Yeah, the only reason that Liz could hear it is she was in cat form at the time. Even when she switched back, she couldn't hear anymore. And he looks through the windows. He sees a light on. He reaches in his phone and he texts. He puts his phone back in his jacket pocket. And then drives away. Now, since you didn't stay here, Liz, you didn't see that. And Siren, you didn't know that happened. About 15 minutes later, Vegas shows up. And he is got a dress in hand. And he's wearing it's not like a ball gown like your dress that you just slashed and tore up. But it is like a going out dress. And he's got his usual, like, I feel good about myself and I have to be in front of people kind of way.
Just realized I've never tasted Vegas in my life, so they're like, this is a trap.
So he goes out and knocks on the door. He puts his ear close to the door. He takes out a key and unlocks the door. Are there windows that outside? Like, is it like a studio booth? Like you can see into
Not from
the recording?
no. This is oh yeah. There is a.
Could you see into the hallway if you were in this room with the door shut?
If I was in the room with the door shut, no. The only room you'd be able to see into would be the computer room on the other side. Okay. That's the only room you'd be able to see because she's closed herself in completely to try to make sure to dampen any.
It's about maybe 2 minutes into Stairway to Heaven. You look over and he is sitting in the booth. And he's just watching you.
She closes her eyes but keeps playing.
And he would sit there and watch you until you were done.
When the song is over, she puts the bass back on its stand and waits to see if he's gonna say anything.
He's just gonna keep watching you.
You're all dressed up.
Are you gonna go into the studio?
No, I'm gonna say it from inside the booth.
Oh. Yeah.
Someone
you
special.
Okay?
I have a question.
Yeah.
With the bestial failure of the compulsion, of the compel, would I be able to lie to him right now?
No, yeah. You only had to listen. You only had to.
It fucked me up. Like I'm just making sure. Yeah. But no. Instead of answering, she goes, "You going somewhere?"
No, I was already out, but I was told you needed me here. So. Doesn't look like you're going out, so we won't need this. And he tosses the dress behind him.
Oh. Where were you?
We had another opening tonight. I was just kind of being there to show face.
You can go back. It's okay.
Fine. I'll just sit here. I'll adjust these, what are they called? The faders. I'll adjust the faders. You can let me know if you want to record.
Actually, I do. Could you?
Yeah. Reach over and put some headphones on.
She is... She goes and sits down at the... She's got all her favorite instruments around here. And she goes to the piano. Just the mic. She has taken off her shoes already. She's just barefoot and tank top and shorts and just... She takes a long moment and just feels the piano. And without ever opening her eyes, she starts playing and singing Maybe This Time from Cabaret. And it is a song he has never heard her sing before. But in her own head, with everything that's going on right now, unfortunately, with the failure of "Are you okay? What's wrong? Are you okay?" over and over and over. Her mind just goes. And the camera kind of flickers and fades, and it slowly drifts out of focus and then sharpens on a flashback to a little girl named Serena. She has blonde hair and a huge smile and a very contagious laugh, and was the only child of the most wealthy and influential couple in New York City. Her dad was new money and Wall Street and investment banking, and her mom was the latest in a long line of old money socialites. It's weirdly almost a medieval arranged marriage for peace treaties kind of union between the two. And Serena was supposed to be that. One of them, both of them. Until she discovered a love and natural talent for music. The camera pans through this new life her parents set forward for her, because the minute Prodigy entered the conversation, they saw her as an opportunity and a tool to complete the trifecta of New York influence. Money, power, arts. And as she sings, she just remembers the years of just music lessons, private tutors, and highly publicized concerts from the moment she was able to stand on a stage. And her love of music warps into something that she hates, and that is still tinged with this desperate need for her parents to say they're proud of her. They never do. The closest they come is parading her like a puppet and a toy and a party trick to all their friends at their events, as they start to profit off of her popularity. And they constantly make sure she is in the newspaper, and she is this beacon and star, and she is so overscheduled by the time she's in 3rd grade that she doesn't have friends because she doesn't have time to spend time with any of them. And then this little boy named Max moves in, who is a scholarship kid. Private schools use kids like him to look good to the press as a charity case. He doesn't care about anything but music and eventually making Serena laugh. The camera follows them as they grow up, and he becomes the only person in the world who can make her smile. This goofy, charismatic, permanently messy-haired kid who has barely a fraction of Serena's talent for music, but 10 times the passion. And a rare blood disorder that requires him constant transfusions just to keep him alive. Which Jace would have recognized these scars on Siren's arm the one time he saw them as transfusion scars. The camera chases them into their teenage years, still best friends, but her parents have tightened their grip on her life, deciding who she dates publicly, deciding what boys are worth her time, and while she does have friends now suddenly, other popular kids at school by high school age are also complaining about the same things. She's kind of fallen into this upper class elite group of people all with the same struggles. Max figures out how to fix her. Takes her out. They sneak out at night into all these clubs he knows all the right people and all the right back doors and introduces her to music she's never, ever, ever thought of. Not just this orchestra opera bullshit, but rock and blues and jazz and Broadway musicals. And then one day he encourages her at this open mic, this karaoke with a live band, to get up on stage, and she sings this song from the first musical he took her to that she's fallen in love with. It's her first time singing ever, and just like everything else, it is natural, it is instinctual. But unlike the music that she plays for her parents' friends, which just gets polite applause, the response is tumultuous and overwhelming. And she finds herself falling in love with the feeling of performing the music she loves and singing, and the audience, and Max, who brought her here, this lifelong friend. And she's, in real life, heading into the second verse and remembering the year that they dated in secret. They kept it at school and in the streets and clubs at night, and it would have stayed that way. And then when her parents somehow found out, everything started to unravel. She came to find out, and the camera sees these bits of fight and discovery, and realizing that every single friend she had at school was bought and paid for by her parents, who were trying to curate her social life, making sure she wasn't spending time with anyone less than important. Every single one of them, in fact, hated her, laughed at her behind her back, used her parents and her position and money to further themselves without telling her. They used her and her position as this prodigy and highlight and always in the papers baby socialite to go to Cabo, buy themselves cars, laugh at her a lot. Everyone except Max. Her parents even arranged her schedule her senior year so she wouldn't have any classes with this boy. And they decided they were done with that. The camera sees them make up a plan that is only smart when you're in high school or a Shakespeare play of, we're gonna run away together. We're gonna hit the road and just play music together forever. It's when Serena started practicing on herself how to do those transfusions so that she could help if they had no money, and keep this boy alive so he could play, so they could play. And then, the night of her senior recital, Max was summoned to her parents while she was out. And they had written him a check, bigger than any check anyone else had, saying this much to leave her alone. The camera sees Max and her father fighting verbally. And when he turns to leave, to walk away, because how dare he, Serena's father grabs his arm. He slips and twists. His head meets the corner of the desk, and he's dead before he hits the ground. By the time Serena gets home, they have spun the story and cleared up the evidence with money and connections to make it seem as though he was just one of the rest of them. Took the money and left. They show her the carbon copy of the check and make it look like he is just another person who used her for daddy's money, her position, power. And after that, she sort of shuts down. She spends her semester abroad, which is traditional for rich women of that age and era, in Europe, formulating a plan. She finds her own network of down-on-the-luck students and teachers and makes them into paid spies herself when she gets to Juilliard, paying them to lie, to fake photos with her in them, to spend her money with her debit cards around town, so when her parents track her bank account, it'll seem like she's still there. And she hits the road over and over again, starting to build up the persona of Siren. She comes home for little family gatherings every now and then, so there's no suspicion, until about 3 years into her schooling career, she realizes there's a stretch of time where she could theoretically, with study abroad trips and conservatory hours and extra homework, be gone from home for 8 months at a time. So she leaves for good, knowing they won't notice, and if they did, they would not make a big, loud deal of it. They would send someone like Addie to find her, because the scandal of her having gone missing would be too much for them. And at that point, she is unrecognizable. The blue hair, the pierced ears, she never smiles. She doesn't have friends, she has bandmates. She doesn't trust any of them to not do the same thing. And she practices and learns how to flirt with boys to get bed and board and food for the night. And they're conquests, not lovers. She doesn't feel the spark of anyone except for Max, who taught her how to use her voice. Until Vegas does the exact same thing years later and teaches her how to use it again. And she's sitting playing this song, ending it, silently crying, and panic and fear start to eat away at her that she has not let herself think of how she still does not trust him and the feelings she has for him. She doesn't trust any of them. A small voice whispers in the back of her head, "Hey, maybe this time I'll be lucky." And she ends the song and forces herself to pull it back together as the true panic of what if, now that they know where I am, everything is a lie again, starts to set in.
And Vegas, knowing none of this, just sees you finish up your song. And you get lost in kind of just the machinations of, you know, twiddling with the keys, like you're done. And he walks in and he puts his arms around you. And that's where we're going to end the night. So thank you, everybody. Thank you for tuning in this week. Next week, we are not going to have Vampire. The 2nd is my birthday. So we're going to stream some spooky stuff and going to do a little 3-day, try to get myself back into streaming as much as I can. So stay tuned for the week after that, where we come back to the story. Make sure you stop in on Friday, though, and see Adventures in Hortensia. Stick around in the Discord for everything on not Wonderlust. It's
Warehouse 13 in theory.
Yeah. But for Pixie Show, and stay tuned, and we will see you guys next time.
Bye.
We're rating you to Dark Tales right now.
Yeah.
We're rating. We're doing the thing.